I'm now looking forward to Indy Road Course. I'm excited about it. So
That's something.
I know, isn't that something? Now, we're still
Clip
on the
that,
wrong
Travis.
track. We should still be on the oval, by the way. This just says, hey, we need to get rid of the Roval now. There's no sense for us running the Roval. I think we should just abort right here mid-season. Say, there's no sense in it.
Well, I think that leads into just one of the Dear Denny's we have for this week is that where would you like to see the next street course? Because there is going to be a next street course that could replace the
We
Roval.
can't help ourselves, can we?
There-
Like, it's Rod's on the plane saying the same thing. Oh, you should go to New York now. I'm like, Rod, you are such a dreamer. Like, they're going to shut down New York. I mean, dude.
This
Yeah, we're going through Central Park.
that'd,
Give me a break.
that'd be amazing.
It would never happen.
But this is such a, it seems like, I don't know what's involved in getting a street course set up. But the fact that you can take this blueprint now and apply it to just about any city where you want to introduce your sport to that market, it seems like a no-brainer. Like you need a Los Angeles race, right? You don't want to put or put a racetrack in the Coliseum anymore.
I
And you
know
get a Los Angeles
that's what
street
people were gonna say, but that costs a lot of money to do that. I don't know what figures are
Marketing's
real.
expensive.
I agree with you. I'm full agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, let's not get caught up in, oh, now we gotta have 3 street races a year. It's not who we are. Okay, I think it's great for growing our sport, without a doubt. But careful from leaving your identity.
I agree. But the Roval's also not who you are.
No, again, it's irrelevant. That track, we should not be on the.
So if you
should not be running through the infield of Charlotte Motor Speedway.
If you have a bucket of 5 races, 6 races, the road course races, you're going to do Sonoma, you're going to do Watkins Glen, you're going to do the Chicago Street Course again, and you got 2 more, right? Why not take,
Why 2 more?
I don't know, 1 more?
Okay.
You just have this number of road course races. If a road course you're already running, for example, the Roval or maybe even COTA, is not performing well, you don't have a good fan turnout, it's just not what it could be. Why not replace it with a street course somewhere? Because you're going to have a good turnout.
All right.
The product isn't going to be any worse than the one that you're leaving.
Because I'll give the answer. Money. It costs whatever it costs. Believe whatever you want from the, let's just say if it was $25 million or $50 million, whatever it was total, to put that race on between building the racetrack, the promotion of it, whatever. Or if you're a track owner such as NASCAR or SMI, you've got a track already built and all you do is just show up and race. But is it worth that 20-some million or whatever million to just move it to somewhere else? Maybe.
If you're trying to grow the sport, yeah, it is.
But, yeah, I get it. But at some point, the juice won't be worth the squeeze. I don't know when that point will be. I think that Steve O'Donnell made it very apparent in post-race when he's like, we can take this anywhere. And I think he even said internationally.
Yeah.
So he's just laying it down right there that's what we're doing. We're going to take this and we're going to go somewhere international and go race. Listen, if it grows the sport, I'm in for it. The teams need growth. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're going to COTA right now, and Austin's a great city. It's a great place. But the fan turnout's not spectacular. The racing's been okay over the last handful of years. I understand it costs money, but if you're trying to grow the sport, you don't own that track either. So why not take that date?
Because what Marcus Smith spends to rent out COTA for the weekend is far less than what they spent building Chicago. Far less. We don't even know what money got passed under here to go to there. I know that a lot of, it was documented that NASCAR spent a lot of money helping the city with some of its initiatives. That's all great. Like that's That's good stuff. But again, it's costing.
Does this? I'm just curious. Does the city's enthusiasm for having an event like this play a part in the cost? Because we saw all these articles come out before this race that Chicago didn't want it, right? Or
I tell you, how can you not
want
want all those people that were walking around?
it? That's what I'm saying.
You know,
So let's pretend you have like San Diego or something that saw this event. They're like, we want to bring NASCAR here. Let's figure out how to make this work.
yes. Now you're talking. Now you're getting into a bidding. That's the goal. That is the goal. The ultimate goal right there is that you create, hopefully, I mean, had the weather cooperated with us, the economic impact for Chicago would have been, and hopefully still is good, but it would have been huge. And then they're able to take that information and say to these other cities, hey, here's what we can bring. Do you want us? You cover the cost, and we'll come. That's how this should work, and that's hopefully where it goes in the future. But again, let's not get caught up too much in it, doing too. You can't just keep feeding what people want and giving them more and more and more and more, because then it just kind of it diminishes it.
I agree.
It was special because it was the first, the second. It won't be as it just diminishes. It's just natural. That's a natural human thing.
I agree. I'm just wasting time with the Roval and these other random road.
Okay.
You want another one? I got one more.
Last one, quick.
Okay. I got two here, so let's pick. What does Shane Van Gisbergen
Good job.
do for bringing more outside drivers into NASCAR? And do you think he will find a ride in years to come, whether that be Cup or Xfinity?
I mean, could he find a ride? Yeah, sure. Yeah, he definitely could find a ride. But again, what his specialty was this weekend, he would be one of the favorites for 4 to 5 races. One of the favorites, but one of the favorites for 4 to 5 out of the 36 races that we run. You know what I mean? So it's a good strategy if you want to have him run full time and then maybe get you a win, get you in the playoffs. It could work that way. But again, coming over in oval racing would be such a huge task to being competitive. It's just so hard because everyone's so good, because it's what we've done for forever. Most of the drivers all grew up doing ovals, and so it's very difficult to I mean, we've seen some of the best drivers that we've seen, IndyCar, Formula One, come over and just really struggle on ovals. It's harder than it looks. I think it does give confidence, though, to other drivers that they, maybe it's the dirt drivers, like, hey, I can go and be competitive in something of my specialty. But is it realistic? Probably not as much as what you might think. I think he was just exceptional. He's an exceptional talent that I still can't hardly wrap my head around.